Hey everyone, this is Zach, and this is going to be a quick video of me just doing a little bit of talking about the Weakness Cup for Pokemon Sun and Moon Online. Now, if you don't know, you can sign up and get a Pokemon Global Link account, and you can take your Sun and Moon Pokemon into monthly tournaments, and some of them have themes. This month's theme for the month of July is Weakness Cup. So any Pokemon with 5 or more weaknesses are the only ones allowed to battle. So obviously you have to have a team that has a lot of type coverage, uh, and trying to find a good type advantage. My team so far is I'm going to start out running a Sandstorm team with Tyranitar, Gigalith, and Lichen Rock. But my first two starters are going to be Tyranitar and Delphox. And I'll talk about each Pokemon at first, individually, and talk about why I picked them, why I have them on my team, what I'm running on them, and why. Uh, I also have my Sharpedo and my Booboo Lou as good type coverage if that Sandstorm team isn't going to be a good type matchup. So, what I want you to do, if you know anything about Pokemon, I want you to just be able to jump in, say, hey, you're doing this wrong, try this instead, do this tweak. I'd love to hear from you. So let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to give me a like. All right, let's get started with talking about each individual Pokemon. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is my Delphox, because Delphox is a special attacker with EVs in speed and special attack. And I also have it as a, what is the nature? As timid, so it's more beneficial to speed, and it is my Trick Room setter. Uh, I'm using this because my other Pokemon on my Sandstorm starting team, my Tyranitar and my Gigalith, are very slow Pokemon. So trying to get that Trick Room set up, trying to get that start, and if there's a type advantage that I can get on my Delphox before I set up the Trick Room with either the Fire Blast, the Grass Knot, or the Size Shock, I can hit that first because I'm sending it out with my Tyranitar to give it that extra boost. That Tyranitar is very bulky, so I feel like it can take a hit before that Trick Room sets up and still be able to do some damage afterwards. I do have the Paso Berry, which knocks down water effective moves for my Delphox because it is one of the few on my team that are weak to water, so I decided to give it that berry. Also, this competition only allows weakness policy or effective type weakening berries. So, like a berry, like the Paso Berry, brings down the effectiveness of a super effective water type move. So those berries are the only ones allowed. This Delphox has Blaze. That's not really important, but this is my Delphox, and this is one of my starters. Okay, and next up is my Tyranitar. Now this, for my Sandstorm Trick Room team, is going to be Pokemon that comes out with Delphox because it is a careful Tyranitar, which has benefits to special defense. It has a very high defense and a very high special defense. Mid-range speed, so it's going to do more than the Gigalith would starting out. And it's also got those type coverage moves. The Bite for Dark, Toxic for Poison, Earthquake for Ground, which is going to be very important once my Trick Room gets set up, and the Ice Fang, because there is a lot of grass type Pokemon that can be in this competition, so I felt like the ice would help for those grass and bug Pokemon. It has a Sandstream, it's the one that starts up the Sandstorm for the team. Next is the Gigalith. The Gigalith is a Brave Gigalith, so it gives advantage to attack and takes away from speed. The EVs are very spaced out. But this was my tricky one to get ready for my team because I've never bred for egg moves, so that was a new experience for me, getting in those egg moves and trying to see which Pokemon I needed to breed with my Gigalith to get those egg moves. It has Rock Slide, Heavy Slam, Protect, and Wide Guard. The Protect is there to help it stall a little, give other Pokemon some more room to either set up or get a thing. And it's also there for the Tyranitar's Earthquake. And that's also why I have the Wide Guard. The Wide Guard is there to help protect the other Pokemon on moves like Surf or Earthquake. 2 moves that would really do some damage to my team. The Heavy Slam should be good because it's a Steel type move, as well as there's a lot of bug Pokemon, so they're smaller Pokemon. And then the Rock Slide can hit both Pokemon, and it's good against flying types. There's a lot of flying types. Okay, so next up on the Sandstorm team that I'm thinking of running is the Lichen Rock. Now, the Lichen Rock is one of the variables that can work with anywhere within that Sandstorm team, or if I'm decides to not run that Sandstorm team, it is the no guard distribution that they did at GameStop. So its moves are going to hit 100% of the time. I have it EV trained for a little bit of defense, maxed out in speed, and maxed out in attack. So that Stone Edge and that Fire Fang are going to hit, and it's going to hit hard. And like I said before, Grass and Bug seem like they're going to be very prevalent in this competition, so I need those fire moves and those rock moves to help knock those out. There's also Sucker Punch, which should be good if I need to get off a quick jab, and Swords Dance. Okay, so next up are one of the 2 Pokemon I have in there in case I'm not going to run the Sandstorm team, if it's not going to benefit me, and that is my shiny Sharpedo. This has 6 IVs. I got it in Wonder Trade during the Oraz days, so it's probably hacked. It's definitely probably hacked, but I'm gonna use it anyway because it passes. It is a adamant nature, so it's got that beef and attack and that beef and speed. This thing is a monster when it comes to speed and attack. It has Protect, Aqua Jet. I don't know why you need a priority type move with this Sharpedo. It has Speed Boost. Has Waterfall, which is a hard-hitting water type move. So, and also Crunch. Powerful move, get the flinch, a little bit of type coverage. It does have really poor type coverage, as my last 2 Pokemon will have. It has the Wiccanberry, which will prevent it from super effective electric attacks. And yeah, that's my Sharpedo. And let's look on to the last Pokemon. So the last one I got on my team for good type coverage in case my Sandstorm team isn't going to work out is my Booboo Lou. Now this thing is hyper trained. It is brave, so it's a little slower than it should be, but it gives a good bump to attack. Grassy Surge, as we all know. The Kaiba Berry, which helps it from super effective poison attack because it's the only Pokemon on my team that has a ×4 weakness, and that's to poison because of the fairy and the grass typing. But I have Substitute, which help it give cover once that berry runs out. Brick Break, Leech Seed, and Horn Leech. This is a set that I've been running in a lot of my matchups. You will see it a lot if you see or play against me online. But the Horn Leech helps it heal. The Leech Seed helps it heal. The Grassy Surge helps it heal. Outside of this competition, I usually have leftovers on it, which helps it heal. The Substitute helps it prevent it from taking attacks. And Brick Break is a good type coverage move that can break light screens and reflects. Anyways, sorry for the long video. I just wanted to explain my team, my moves, what I plan on doing for this competition. And if you know anything about battling, throw in your opinion. Do you think it's a good team, a good setup? Do you think there's anywhere where I can make improvements? Am I doing it all wrong? I don't know. What's your team for the Weakness Cup? Let me know. Maybe we can shoot some strategies. I'm new at a lot of this, so I've just been trying and experimenting with different stuff. I've been looking on Smogon a lot for a lot of move sets, but I really haven't been paying attention to the tiering of the Pokemon. I just kind of find Pokemon that I want to use and find a good set on Smogon to use for it, and I've just been basing my training off of there. But anyways, thanks for watching if you actually sat through the whole thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe.